Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and it's time for some more UFO news. I love when I get to break down some alien conspiracy theories with you all, and it turns out apparently ex-UFO Pentagon Program Chief has recently outlined compelling UFO theories and unique vehicle characteristics that are unexplained. Let's break this down. I also got two UFO videos, one real, one fake. Well, one confirmed fake. I guess you could all say they're all fake, but I believe. Do you believe? Do you believe in aliens? I'm curious. Let's break this down because I want to believe. I'm just like Mulder and Scully, and well, I guess Mulder believed more than Scully did. Scully always thought there was a reason. So are you more Mulder or more Scully? Tell me down in the comments below. All right, but let's get through this interesting story coming in where the ex-UFO Pentagon Program Chief. So, all right, so who is this guy? What is he? Who is this person? Well, he's Alonzo, the former director of ATTIP. Luis Elizondo. ATTIP is the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. Bet you didn't know that existed, but it does. They're protecting us from our otherworldly threats. And he states that the government applies the same methodology used in terrorism intel operations in regards to UFOs, and found that they are not only real. He found out that they're not only real, but the information surrounding them is compelling. And they've presented three potential theories as the origin of UFOs. Oh! Now, look, before we get to that video, before we get to his three reasons, I want to show a little bit of this video here because he does go into more detail about what to expect. So here's a breakdown from the story.
There are a lot more sightings than have been made public. We're talking about objects that
we're going to go through this one.
Frankly, engage in actions that are difficult to explain. That movements.
So this is a former director of national intelligence, John Radcliffe, who's saying he's echoing what we're about to hear. That there's a lot of stuff out there that we can't justify. People have seen it with their own eyes. There's footage, and they move too quickly or weirdly for us to just say, yeah, no, that's this.
That are hard to replicate, that we don't have the technology for.
Okay, joining us right now to discuss.
And so there he is. There's our man.
Let's
get to the question.
Possible.
Well, I think that's probably the crux of the problem, that we are seeing these, let's call them vehicles, if you will, that are incurring into controlled U.S. airspace, that are displaying performance characteristics that are frankly well beyond anything that we can either replicate or in some cases really even understand.
Facts. We can't explain it. So I'm just cutting through the annoying. Well,
I think as we begin to look at this, we're beginning to realize that a lot of this really isn't breaking the laws of physics. What it's doing is really breaking our understanding of the current laws of physics that we are looking at.
See, he's answering this smartly. He's not answering this like a crazy person. Sometimes the alien people out there, I've met a couple of them, they get a little too eccentric, and too out there and crazy. They're very excited. They really want to believe. And I want to believe, but I try to stay a little still grounded. I'm like, all right, well, could this be reality? And so I like that this guy is answering, Lewis here is answering realistically.
In essence, these things, if you look at quantum physics, there's a lot of modeling right now that suggests that a lot of this performance can be explained if you have a really deep understanding of quantum physics. And by the way, you're absolutely right. There's 5 unique observables that these things are displaying. One is instantaneous acceleration. The second one is hypersonic velocity. The third one is a bit of an oxymoron, but it's low observability. And then the fourth one is transmedium travel, the ability to operate in different environments. And then the last observable is this, if you will, this weird positive lift or anti-gravity, where you have these vehicles with no wings, no control surfaces, no engines, and yet somehow they're able to fly and frankly outperform some of the very best aircraft that we have in our inventory.
Now, okay, before we get to now, he's got 3 explanations as to what these could be, but I want to echo again. This is a rational guy talking about the realistic issues out there of the fact that there are things we can't explain. So what are they? Well, are they alien, or could they be other things? And I'll gift you his explanation in a second. But before we do that, I want to go through these characteristics. Instantaneous acceleration. So he's talking about going at a speed that's just not explainable yet. Hypersonic velocity, low observability. These are like transmedium travel. All these things are sort of the way it's moving around. How it can go from one speed to the next quickly. How it can go up and down without any problems. Our current aircrafts don't have that sort of free form. We have to like get the momentum and go, or lift up and go. But these guys can go like that. That's what makes this interesting. I'm so glad I have my UFO here to show you. But the fact that it's like, boop, 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 and then it hovers. and then it's gone. That we don't have objects that do it. So what is it? But not only that, but the transmedium travel ability to operate in various environments. Because there have been people that have said, yeah, I saw it in the sky and then it went underwater. What? Okay, positive lift, or vehicles that can fly with the apparent need for control surfaces, no wings or engines. And what's making it work? What's the technology behind this? Where is it coming from? Those are the things that we're constantly trying to figure out, because there is footage out there of a lot of stuff from real sources that sort of explain that. I'm going to go through a couple of them in a second, but let's go through what he says are the three potential origins of UFOs, okay? The first, and he calls this one highly unlikely. This first theory purports that the UFOs are secret U.S. technology that has flown under the radar due to lack of communication between government agencies. Now, this first one seems a little silly to me because, what? I mean, I guess, yeah, the government hides stuff from us, so it's not completely unrealistic. But how does no one leak this yet? That's what's confusing to me. They have this insane, crazy technology, but no whistleblower has come forward, and they're just not telling the other agencies. You'd think the other agencies would be like, dude, what was that? Is there? It's like when you, how do you not immediately go like, all right, are the aliens real when you're the president? You know what I mean? Or you're in there like, all right, I don't know. Give me the Area 51 information. What's real? There's got to be more people who know about it, and why haven't they talked? That's theory one. Now, there's another conspiracy theory that it's all part of the Galactic Federation, and once they're told, they're like, oh, damn, this is real, and I can't tell anybody or else the aliens will come get me. I mean, it's something. I don't know if you guys heard Elon Musk on Joe Rogan. I might have to do a video about that, but he laid out a whole thing where it was just like, yeah, no, he doesn't believe in him. But the way he said it, he was so confident. I was like, he knows. He knows. Stay tuned for that one. All right, but that's the first one. The second theory speculates that UFOs are foreign adversarial technology created without the intelligence of the U.S. government. So basically, meaning other countries or other entities in our world have created them, and we just don't know what they've done. And Alonzo goes, well, this is would be a huge intelligence failure because we've been technologically leapfrogged. He's basically admitting that would be a terrible case scenario if Australia, Russia, or Norway, wherever you want it, whatever another country is building these without our knowing. That would be a huge failure. How would we not know? And super scary and dangerous to think that they have that kind of technology without us being aware. And then the third, he stopped short of concluding that UFOs could be alien technology, but it said his third and final theory: if it's not ours and it's not another country, well then it's someone or something else. So pretty broad reasoning there, but he's acknowledging, well, he's not saying flat out, well, it's outer space technology. He's just saying, well, if it's not ours and it's not a foreign country who's advanced their technology and understands the quantum physics and somehow beaten us to something, which is a possibility, as scary as that is, well, then it's something else. And that's where the big question comes, something else. And so here's two I have. So I found two recent UFO examples. I want just because one of them's in the thumbnail. I don't clickbait you. At least I show you or tell you what's in the thumbnail and the title. But here's one. Okay, so this is one where you'll see it here. It's coming. There's a white object. There it is. See it? White object. They slowed it down so it's not as fast. But here's another angle of it. It's coming. Whereas he catches it here, and look how fast it's going. Now that one could be a plane. Sure, could be a plane. It's moving pretty quick, and he says it was moving around. Now, what they said it was an Arby's banner. It was this. It was this, they said. Come on, it was clearly, that ain't no banner. That ain't no banner. Apparently, a lot of people saw it. Now, in this slow-mo version, I believe the banner take. But then when you see it in this one, in the second talk, I'm curious what you guys think. When you see it in the second one, where's the plane? I don't know, man. It's going pretty fast for an airplane banner. So there's one. So there's one theory. And then the second one was this one. UFOs spotted over Miami. So this was one they were playing in the clip, and this is my thumbnail. Look at these lights. Now that is freaky, deaky stuff. Look at them all. Now, what? What? Now, this one was this is around June of this past year. So this one's pretty intense, because if this is real, let's get under our bunkers. But this one was disputed. This one was like the History Channel says this was a hoax. And so a lot of people still don't believe it, so take it as you will. But the orbs, apparently, they broke it down on the show. The proof is out there, UFO video where they talked about it. They said witnesses have described phenomenons now, witnesses have described moments like this. There are other ones out there. But apparently the lights in this one are more orderly. He says the lights look like UFOs flying over formation. On the show, forensic video analysis, photo and video analysis for the nonprofit Mutual NFL weighed on the footage. So who knows what his intentions are. He could be biased. He could be working for the government. He could be working for the Galactic Federation, hiding it from us. He focused on the narrators. Apparently, in the video I saw, there wasn't a narrator, so that's confusing. But when we investigate these types of recordings, we detect there's a human reaction time where the brain needs to essentially catch up. And in this particular case, we don't see any kind of reaction time to the unnatural phenomenon, such as this. It's almost as if the operator knows exactly what's going to happen when it's going to happen. He's reacting almost perfectly. There's no reaction time. He also provided more analysis. He studied the footage frame by frame and noticed that the lights and the clouds don't move in concert. The object frame by frame is changing position, while the clouds are more gently moving in one direction. He claimed that that's evidence of bad motion tracking, which he explains is a process by which you put fake things into real footage to make it look real. A few social media commenters said the lights were likely edited using Adobe After Effects. One Twitter user even broke down how the person behind the camera may have done it. He questioned how the cluster of UFOs could have appeared over Miami without other witnesses seeing it. Good, that's a valid point. According to Harris, the person who made the video declined an interview request, so not a good sign. So look, it could be someone got to him, the Galactic Federation. Could have gotten to him. But this one, I mean, yeah. Look, I guess this could be an Arby's banner. Let's be fair. Could be an Arby's banner. It also could not be. It's one of those ones that's like kind of out there enough that I probably wouldn't think twice about it. But this kind of stuff could happen all the time, in which case that could be something crazy. Now, this one, you'd think there would be other footage from other angles of this. And if they were doing a hoax, they should have done it from a few different angles and a few different accounts, and they really could have created a whole thing there if they wanted to. But yeah, I mean, these could totally be lens flares in After Effects. And the fact that they sort of just disappear the way they do, well, I don't know. Anything's possible, guys. Anything is possible. This could all just be a cover-up. It could totally be a cover-up. All we know is that there are experts, true experts, who are saying, look, there's some stuff out there we don't know what the hell's going on, and stuff that they can't prove is fake, stuff that like has been shot by planes and aircraft carriers and stuff that you hear the pilots going, what the heck is this? I've documented some of those. But yeah, man, what do you guys think of this? I'm very curious. Do you believe? I want to hear your comments down below. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing, because we do some UFO analysis here, as well as movie news, other sort of pop culture, outrage culture, a lot of other stuff the main media doesn't cover. You got to hear in the Popcorn Planet. If you guys have a story you want to share with me, it's always easy to find me through social media. There's my handle. Reach out to me via any of the methods on the main banner of the YouTube channel page, popcornplanet.com, and you can get in touch with me. If you've got evidence or something to share, popcornplanet@gmail is the best way to send it to me. Show me if you got a story and you want to reveal something and you don't think the media's covering it, hit me up. I might be your guy to help get the word out there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more movie, outrage, UFO, and whatever else I want to talk about coverage here on Popcorn Planet.